What's up, everyone? Sorry, stupid phone. Tony McKinney calling when he should be watching the damn live feed. Everybody somebody tag him and tell him to get off my damn phone while I'm trying to work. What's up, Mike? What's up? Castle Nut. What's up, Tommy? John? Bill, what's up, buddy? Mr. Kennedy, Adam, Sammy, Dan, Corey, what's up, Bubba? Yeah, I know, dork. Brian, what's up, homie? Amanda, no sound. Really? I got sound. What's up, Peter? Joe, yeah, should be interesting. We got a couple. Let's see what we got. We got Chris is here. John, thanks for the stars. I don't know, is any of the other D team coming on tonight?
Don't know. Maybe.
Let me send people reminders real quick. I should have done that, but I've been freaking oof. Hey, Rob, thanks for tuning in, Rhode Island.
If you don't got sound, just close the video and just open it back up. Sometimes if you click out of Facebook and go do something else and then go back to it, you ain't going to have sound for a second. So just close out the video, go back to Facebook, go back to the video, you'll have sound.
Or go to YouTube, and you won't probably have any problems.
Hi.
Bud, what's up, buddy? What's up, Doc? How you doing? Steve, how's it going? How's everybody's New Year's? Happy New Year's, everyone. If I didn't already haven't already talked to you, it's hard to keep up with everybody. I'm sorry. I haven't seen anything from you and Dean lately on Facebook, Tony. Tony's a slacker on social media, man. I ain't hating on him. He's my homie, but I'm just saying he's a slacker big time. I should have did this like a half hour ago, but I'm sending everybody reminders now.
Nice. How was your New Year's?
Was good. Nice and sorry about that, everybody. Was good. Nothing too crazy. Just had a nice relaxing evening. Went out to Tony's and hung out. What's up, Allie? Just went out there and hung out with the McKinney family. Played, what the hell was that game? Something with humanity.
Cards Against Humanity.
What is it?
Cards Against Humanity.
Yes. Played that for the first time. That shit was pretty fun. It was pretty funny.
That's good times.
I am, buddy. I am. I've been off. I've been off from Christmas. I go back to work tomorrow, and COVID just has me fucked up. It still seems like around 6 or 7 o'clock I get tired. Ever since COVID, hopefully I get past. I feel better, a little bit better every day, but hopefully I get past this phase quick because it sucks.
I bet you did, Tony. That's a good game to feel some people out. There's a couple of good other games too like that.
Hell yeah. No, I haven't played Jackbox. What's that? Well, I mean, yes, but I'm talking about my sleep schedule. uh, hey, thanks for tuning in, Dave. Appreciate it. He'll be here in a minute. I got to take responsibility for that. I was working on a blazer, and then I rushed in here and ate and got sidetracked with a couple other things, and I completely and totally I send people a reminder like an hour in advance, and I'd literally just sent it like 5 minutes ago. So this one's on me, guys. Yeah, Cards Against Humanity is funnier than hell, man. Bro, for real. But I'm officially 10 pounds away from Waffle House. So I just got to lose 10 more pounds before I have cheat days where I eat stuff like that. And I'm going to fuck some Waffle House up, I promise you.
Oh man.
Oh, send me a link. Send me a link to that, Ryan. What's up, Whole Shot Media? Blake puts on some good events out in Indiana. You know, so I always want to talk about. Mostly, I want to talk about. You know, listen, there's a lot of shitty bullshit that happens, and quite frankly, man, there's a lot of like I don't feel like I want to call anybody's names out or any of that kind of shit. I don't want to get any. I don't want to go that far down the rabbit hole. What's up, Ty?
What up, brother?
Call them out.
Me and Ty are like this on this subject. We're also like this on just, you know, speaking that truth. But I mean, listen, there's a lot of things that go on. I guess being behind the scenes, I see and hear a lot more shit than a lot of you guys and gals do. But I'll never scare Justin. I'm just trying to be professional about it, not be so rowdy. I kind of got out of hand Saturday talking about rural crybabies.
Be professional, not be so what?
Not be so hood.
Not be so what?
Hood like I was Saturday.
You said not be so rowdy.
Rowdy? Saturday I got pretty rowdy.
Where you should be.
I'm trying to be a little more even keel. But listen, there's a lot of shitty shit that happens, man. There's a lot of promoters that just do a shitty ass job. There's a lot of motherfuckers that are just clout chasing, or just out trying to line their pockets. There's a lot of racers. I see it all the time that fall for all this romantic bullshit. A lot of motherfuckers that just come and they'll just like rub your balls and tell you all these sunshine and rainbow shit. And I'll give you a prime example. I will say one, because I did go hard on one dude last year, that shithead Mike. I ain't afraid to say I told you all about that motherfucker and his scam ass shit.
Who was that?
That retard I shouldn't have said that word. I'm sorry. That jackass that was going to put on the $20,000 big tire race over in Indiana at the airport, but then he ended up buying somebody's car on payments and got drunk and wrecked it at KD.
He wrecked down the car. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like 2 months later, it came out he's in jail for insurance fraud. Some poor woman's house completely burnt to the ground. The insurance company gave him the whole $275,000 check to rebuild her house completely, and he just rolled out. But there was a lot of y'all. And I was like, man, I was trying to be polite back then. I was like, man, I'm telling you, these new promoters be on some bullshit and don't trust that dude. Sketchy.
oversaturated market.
He got a bunch of people. I know I'm gonna get canceled now. I shouldn't have used that word for sure.
That's okay.
It is outdated.
I say it too, and I get yelled at all the time
Well,
by that one over there.
I mean, I am at times, but obviously, I mean, that just was a minute ago. But wait, yes, you can. Not here, but you can. But yeah, I mean, Mike Turner, he fucking took a lot of people's lock-in money and all that shit. Yeah, I know, Bub. I know. I shouldn't. But he took a lot of motherfuckers' money and just rolled, just lock-ins and all that shit, man. And rebate, yeah. That was another one I told y'all about like 2 weeks before it happened. The Grand Hustle. That was a whole bunch of bullshit too. But I mean,
that was coming with that big of a payout.
Yeah, man. And then just like a couple weeks before that, like we were one of a smaller sponsor, but I mean, that's huge for us to fork over a little bit of money we did because we're small potatoes. And I can't remember. I think it was $300 or $400 or $500 we sponsored on that race because we genuinely cared and wanted, we wanted it to be a good race for all the homies that was going. And then as I was talking to that dude, as the race was approaching a couple weeks out, it just got more and more shady. And then the week of, I was like, man, I ain't going because it's shady. People are like, oh, you're always such an asshole. Granted, I am, but I wasn't wrong.
My God.
New year, new me.
Hi, Limpy.
I mean, that deserves full screen right there.
It's scary how much he looks like Billy in that picture.
Yeah, I agree with that. Oh God, you weren't fucking around. You were already home.
Yeah, just walked in the door. Literally, just walked in the door.
Thanks, Warden, for letting him come play with us tonight.
She drove all the way back. That's why I'm just now walking in the door.
No. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
I got the door shut now.
Oh man. But I guess I could. You guys know I could go on about some shit and go on little rants and raves, but I don't know. We're, Limpy, Ty, and the D Team Broski. I can't say that fast. Sorry. The D Team Broski. That's better.
What's the D stand for in the D?
Well, the D does stand over there.
Look at the head on
What's
that
up,
thing.
Jeff?
God dang.
God damn, I know that thing just like keeps growing, huh? Lim?
Shit. Warn a motherfucker next time you do that shit. God dang.
Oh.
Like Mufasa, all over again. God dang, there's another one. Shit.
Party now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is this the donkey show?
Oh, shit.
So we got. I got a pretty good panel. I felt like I invited a pretty good panel of people who probably have similar thoughts on some things and different on the others, but just more or less like what kind of stuff to look for as a racer other than being bromanced and getting some of these dudes, they just wander around fucking throat goating and hoodwinking y'all, and what to look for, what to avoid, and how to know who the reputable players in the game are and why you should be supporting them instead of these jackasses that are just fame chasing and trying to line their pockets, man. Because a lot of these motherfuckers don't support the industry in any way, shape, or form.
Well, if they're new, everyone needs a co-signer, in my opinion.
Yeah. What do you think, Jeff? Jeff and I have talked about this quite a few times, pretty lengthily.
Dude, I just saw Mork in the background of Limpy. Jesus
Like the Olympic
Christ.
background.
Like,
That
shit,
picture of
motherfucker,
Mork.
isn't he?
Oh,
man, that's
God.
too much.
He did have a funny comment though. I actually laughed one time when Mork actually made a post on Bill. He said, "Get faster, you suck." When he got beat this weekend, and I said,
Yeah.
"Shit, he got beat by an LS at that too."
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
So what were you asking, Josh? What do I think about what, buddy? Sorry, I was trying to get my stuff together here.
What do you think about no prep race promotion in general? You and I have had conversations. We're pretty much on the same page, man.
Oh,
And
I'll be brutally honest about it. I tell the truth. I mean, 90% of them are sticking racers' money in their pocket, and it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Don't put a race flyer out there with 14 sponsors on it and not add one nickel to the purse.
Yep.
It's a fucking joke.
Or
Yeah.
$200 and $200. Oh, we're gonna. It's what is it? The $3,800 payout, but we're gonna pay $4,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking
$200
the
on
other
top.
day about something that makes me almost like a dummy, but all the sponsors I get for War in the Woods, like everything, say somebody gives me $2,000, right? And say I spend $500 to get banners made with them, or you know what I'm saying? Like the money I spend out of my pocket for stuff for them. I don't take that out of their sponsor money. If you put up $2,000, I put $2,000 toward the pot and I pull that money out of my pocket, so which probably isn't very smart on my part, but I mean, it's ridiculous that I'm not going to name names and I don't have any, it's not anything personal. Just the problem here is this. And I hear a lot of guys that do good racing, well-known guys praise some of these promoters. I mean, that's just like, it's the same. Here's the problem with that. If you tell your kid to go clean his fucking room tomorrow and he doesn't do it, you think he's going to do it next week? No. So these promoters throw a race. They get $10,000 in sponsorship money. They put it in their pocket. They're going to do it the next time until somebody puts them on Front Street.
Yep.
That's just how it is.
So we had our race in September, and I advertised a $10,000 payout for 32 cars. Ended up getting 38, and I had like $7,000 in sponsorship money. I ended up paying out $15,000, and I even gave semis some money back just because we had so much. And then I gave Lure some money to flag, and then I had some guys to finish line all day in the heat standing there, gave them a few bucks, and there was like $200-300 left. I took it, and I'm putting it towards next year's race kind of thing. You got all the extra money. People are eventually going to be able to put together, okay, you got $20,000 and worth of payouts, but you're only paying out $10,000. Where's the rest of this money going?
What's up, Brandon? So, I mean, I guess you got to be transparent and honest about it. So, like, we get sponsors and they help pay with like the track rental and advertising and that stuff. And then we get class sponsors, but I'm always transparent about that stuff. You know what I mean? Like this year we'll have a title sponsor that'll help pay for making the shit happen. And then we'll have class sponsors. But I mean, we don't ever say our sponsors know exactly what they're getting when they hand us the money, first off. And I mean, I don't have any problem being transparent to any racer or other promoter or spectator or whatever about that anyhow. Anything else, I mean, yeah, we pay for the majority of it out of our pocket, but it is nice to have a little bit of help to pay. I mean, renting national trails is not cheap.
At the end of the day, we all do this because we love it, but nobody should be doing this for free, even if it's $100, whatever. But you can't take in thousands extra and keep it.
Well, right. Well, I mean, think about this. You promote a race or series races or whatever all year long. I promise you, you're not making worthwhile money versus what you could do otherwise. I think everybody here in this panel, probably at the end of the year, it's a break even or they still came out of pocket deal for them. and we're all in it because we love the sport, want to see it grow, and we want to put money in our homies' pockets.
I do a series for a 4-race series, Outlaw. That's 4 races, and whatever I get for sponsorship money pays 100% back, and I make 0 on it, and I'm at the track for 12 hours a day, and it's not to make money; it's to keep things alive up here.
Just 12? There must be not very many people show up. I'm just
What was
kidding.
that?
I said just 12 hours. I mean, shit. I'm usually there 15 or 18 hours.
We only get 3 hours of sunlight up here in the summertime.
Oh, I forgot. Y'all are was it snow skiing now?
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
still street racing here.
Yeah, see, we're snowing up here.
I'm trying, Brandon. I'm trying. We're gonna have one of the baddest races. I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be better than Jeff's, but we're friendly competition on my part. I'm trying to make one of the baddest races in this region.
Hey, I
Might
don't
not
think
be the
people
baddest,
realize
but one of
how
them.
much money gets spent at War in the Woods. It's a lot of money.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
And I
You're doing
guarantee you a lot of
amazing
money
job.
is spent, and it's probably more than what the take home purse is.
Oh yeah, it is.
Because I forget, I've been up. I go hang out with Jeff for a week before we do it sometimes, and I see it firsthand.
Yeah, there's a lot. Honestly, I'll tell you what, most people, if everybody really looked in and knew the financial end of that, they'd say, you're fucking crazy for risking that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No,
You
I
buy
do.
$25,000 worth of event t-shirts and rain out. That's like flushing 25 grand down the toilet, you know?
Oh yeah.
Renting lights, everything that's rented, you know, like we rained out in the spring, Limpy was there. That's a little $20,000 mishap when it rains. You know what I mean? Them rental companies don't care. They done brought the stuff. They want paid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I bet
They
you that's
do.
true. I bet that's true, Jasper.
Hey, you know what? I was just in Costa Rica. Mork will love this. I almost took a good pool picture of the legs, but I was like, I don't know if I want to subject myself to that kind of internet disaster. You know what I mean?
I got an idea here for maybe, I don't know if it'd be a good T-shirt or anything, but maybe we get Jeff's legs rubbing across Mork's washboard abs.
That's funny.
No race is as smooth as Jeff's legs.
Accurate. That's probably accurate, Ty.
Oh,
Shit.
well, I mean, I don't think there is anything up there, but Brian is not that far from you. You're up in that top corner there, man. But the brawl is up there. If you guarantee 16 baggers, I'll add a bike class to uncaged. I know you can probably are more likely to do it than anybody else. I love to see it. You know, I love the bikes, but nobody ever puts the shit together properly. I tell you what, if you put it together and you get everybody's lock-in money, I'll add it. No problem.
And guys, don't get me wrong here. I haven't put on. I put on an event, but there were more street stuff than I've ever done any track stuff, and even street stuff, I added money on top of the pot. I mean, how hard is it? You get spectator money. Guess what? Spectator money goes into the pot.
Yeah, we do it now. We do the same thing now.
I mean, I've been doing that for 20 years.
When we started doing that, we started catching them by surprise. We would have everybody raise their hand. If you're racing, put it down. If you're blocking traffic or your security, put it down. If your crew, put it down. Okay, everybody else with your hands up. You're clearly a spectator, so come up here and give me at least $20. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if we can do it on the street, then I mean, y'all guys can do it at the track. That's doing, you know.
Oh yeah.
Free money.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got expenses and stuff. You got to expenses and stuff get covered, but everybody can always put, you know, a little bit of money in and you can get sponsors. I think, you know, we put, we in the track, we put $1,000 on the pot on the small tire.
I think every promoter should do that. If you're doing your job promoting your race right, you can put 500 or 1,000 on each class. I've done that since the first War in the Woods. I mean, you know, the bottom line there is some guys just ain't out there beating the streets trying to get money. Period.
They expect everybody to come to them just because they've got a flyer made.
Yep.
Well, I'll be honest, I was kind of guilty of that one last year, but I'm not this. I mean, y'all saw the commercial, right? 1,000% dedicated to making Uncaged one of the baddest races around. Me and Jeff had a lot of conversations, so I gotta step my game up.
Well, you know what another problem is? Everybody knows that the event schedule is just getting so oversaturated, and part of the problem with that is, you know, once again, I'm not going to name any names, but if you've got 12 no prep races scheduled at the same track, you're fucking up. Okay,
it's ridiculous.
You're going to have 12 mediocre to half-ass races. If you'd have done 2 races that were promoted correctly, you'd have made more money.
Yep.
I see people that they've already got their events out and they're doing like an event every other week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, golly.
But hey, Limpy, you know why that is? It's because of this. They have an event, right? They go out and they make a couple $1,000, right? Immediately they think to themselves, well, if we just have more events, we make more money.
Make more money.
They don't think to themselves, wait a second, let's go out and get some sponsorship. Let's get the right people involved. Let's make this a big race. And then you have 2 races and make 5 times the money.
Well, not only that, but if you're putting on, let's say 10 races a year, right? People will be fine with missing 2 or 3 because we can always catch the next one kind of thing, you know? If you make it a can't miss event, you're going to get more people, which brings more money, which brings more spectators, which brings more sponsors, which tenfold, next time you do it again, brings 10 times more right back, you know?
That's the big thing right there, the thing you just said right there. You know, like I have War in the Woods once in the spring, once in the fall. The reason for that is because nothing makes them spectators want the race more than making them wait.
Yeah, imagine if you did every 3 weeks, you'd have 20 people there. You know what I mean? But if you do it twice a year, it's like, okay, take the time off of work, rent a car, get the hotel, do whatever you got to do to get there because we can't miss this because it's going to be another year before we go back.
Yep, exactly.
Yes, making a destination event, you know.
Yeah, don't saturate the market because the market's already saturated. If you saturate your own market, you're just killing yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you know what Happy did at his first event he had down there that was awesome, which is giving part of the gate into the purse. I'll tell you, for new promoters, I think that's a brilliant idea. You know, it's like every other business. No business, you got to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
Most of these promoters don't understand that. If that means giving up part of your gate to have a big purse to get the big racers there, you know, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Sports got a following. They want to see them big name guys roll in from all over the country, you know?
Absolutely. And another thing is when it comes to promoters making a race, the first thing I do is I try to get my date out there as quick as I possibly can. And if it's a late event and I look at, okay, well, this guy's in Ohio doing some nonchalant race, but the next week is dig or die. I can't compete with dig or die, nor do I want to. So let's
and another one that doesn't add money to the top. But they can still get the car count. That just fucking amazes me.
It blows my mind.
That blows my mind too. I can't even believe that.
Somebody they got what 3 a year that they do. Them guys got fucking stacks in their pocket.
Yeah, it's not.
I'll let Limpy do that for me.
Limpy, hey, fuck around and find out.
Yeah, I'll get another dot on that thing for you.
Oh my god.
Especially on Brandon, it'll just be a dot. You look like a mole. Holy moly.
Oh shit.
The thing that boggles my mind about some of this races is I don't know how nobody pays attention to like when you go do your lock-in. So say you do your lock-in and they have this guaranteed money you're going to win. But when the time comes, when the payout comes, the money is different. I mean, does like nobody do math to like figure out like, oh, we're getting this amount, but like, wait a second, when we were going back to when we all locked in and all these people locked in, say a bunch of people locked in, 10 didn't show up. What happened to the other 10 people's money? That's all of a sudden now missing out of the payout that you were splitting between people.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
right.
That's how they have the
you
deal
can't
at
fall for that smooth
32
talking, man.
cars or at 64 cars or at 100 cars or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Well,
if you got 100 people
Racers
show up
got to
and lock
stand up for
in,
themselves and not fall for that smooth talking shit. Like, oops, it didn't happen. Now, motherfucker, you said guaranteed at. You said guaranteed. Most of them say guaranteed.
Yeah.
A few of them say at so many cars.
Well, that's what I
Yeah.
do. I always say if we meet this threshold, I will pay out this. And 9 times out of 10, if we're within a few cars, I'll just say fuck it and do it. You know what I mean?
Right. But I see a lot of motherfuckers be like, guaranteed 10 grand. And then when, they get
9
20
cars
cars,
show up.
like, oh, sorry, car count wasn't high enough to cover the 10 grand. Nah, motherfucker, you said guaranteed 10 grand.
Well, that's where you get the promoters that are in it for the money, and you get the promoters that are in it for the race. That's where they differentiate right there.
and you got guys that don't want to show up that are actually hitters that they want to know how much the payout is before
They won't come
before
unless they have
travel.
a guaranteed payout.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
like, man,
but
Which
If
I
you
get
just-
it, but it's also a shame too. You know what I mean?
I'm not made of money, so I can't guarantee shit. I'm not Big Daddy Jeff over here. I can't guarantee
Yeah.
shit.
I
Same
don't.
here.
You
Gonna
don't. You don't
guarantee
see
a
me
good time.
advertise guaranteed purse. Look what happened last time. You guys just said that which was a big mistake on my part. I never thought of it, but chip draw on Thursday night will never happen again.
Yep.
You got
Smart.
people not liking their draw, saying, "Well,
They
I'll
don't
just
show up.
I'll donate my lock in. I ain't showing up." I mean,
Yep.
So
Pussy shit.
yeah.
Just call what it is. Pussy shit.
Bitches.
Yep.
Especially at War in the Woods, it's anybody's race.
That's
Yeah,
why
You know.
another thing is like when I do lock in for my big no prep in September, if people are like, we want to see a list, and I'm like, if I am guaranteeing X amount of payout on 32 cars, no one is knowing who logged in until I'm at car 33.
Yeah.
Jasper
where
wants to know who's
I'm-
partying in the pits.
I'm
Always
still
me.
sad I didn't get an invite, but it's all right. I see how Michigan treats me.
Speaking of partying, I had to get the party out of the glove box on the way home.
Did you?
Well, I had to make sure I didn't leave it in Olay's car. And she opened the glove box and she was all like trying to throw up and stuff. And I'm like, I give her a fucking dirty Sanchez with it right across the fucking nose with it. I'm an asshole like that, but man, I wish I had my fucking GoPro or something filming that shit.
Yeah. So,
I said, well, I don't want you to be caught with it in your car. So.
Right.
Oh boy, no prep.
So yeah, I mean, as racers, my suggestion is just be a little smarter about that shit. Don't get romanced. Don't be getting sweet talked.
Who's
Go to
Jeff Mom?
established events with people with good reputations. Hey, and if somebody has an event and they say it's guaranteed 10 grand, 20 grand, whatever, make sure you get all your money. Be the biggest dick in the world about it, because
Well,
that
when
shit's
there's-
got to stop.
Or when there's two events, 100 miles apart from each other, and one guy's guaranteeing $250,000 payout, one guy's guaranteeing $20,000. They're gonna go to that one, but we saw what happened with that.
Oh yeah.
I got no problem naming names on this one, or any of them for that matter.
You talking about the come up short?
You talk about come up real short. Come up 71,000 short is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'd beat the hell out of that horse. I mean, y'all can name names. I said I was trying to be nice because I was pretty ruthless Saturday to all the rule
Yeah,
change crybabies.
I was approaching the new year with like, okay, let's just get along with the art promoter. Let's just do this, work on our schedule. I don't care anymore. Like, you know what? If you're gonna be cutthroat, I'm gonna be cutthroat, and I'm gonna make your life hell while I'm doing it.
I look at it this way. I'm not the smartest guy, but I do just try to do the best job I can and not fuck people over. So I'm gonna gravitate towards like-minded people.
Right.
So if I see some bullshit, I have no problem calling it out though. My
Anything
question to
on-
the panel. What's
Anything
that?
on top, anything on this comment, anything on top is acceptable. If somebody's taking money out of their own pocket, it's acceptable.
And it really ain't out of your own pocket. It's money that was thrown in
right.
anyway.
Well, hopefully, if you're doing it the
yeah,
right
I mean-
way, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that some sponsors they don't give money. They'll give like coupons or
Yeah.
product or something like that. You know,
Well, that's when you make them like a general sponsor, and you just okay, if you want to push your product, come to my race. Then you know,
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna deep throat your business. So you're not.
but if you got $5,000 added on top, then you're not adding 5,000, then
Well, hey, let's remember something now. I mean, I know firsthand it's hard getting cash. Okay, the economy's not great out there. You know, companies are more apt to want to give you a product. You know, and I'm like, bro, I don't need any more beer koozies. You know what I mean? Like, nobody really cares about that. But I mean, you know, being a promoter, it is difficult to get the cash. You know, it takes you. I mean, and obviously, you know, the more connected you are in the industry, the better chance you're going to have again. And then here's the other thing: a lot of these places, to be honest with you, don't warrant cash sponsorship money because they don't promote their event. You're going to have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're getting 17 cars, right? If you got a total field of 30 cars between small tire, big tire, hard tire, whatever, that's hard to go get money from somebody. You know, I always say this, like I'll name a name, Rodney that owns RPM Transmission. You know, he wants to be the headline sponsor of War in the Woods until the race doesn't happen anymore, right? But like I told Rodney, I mean, I think Rodney gets something for his money. You get what I'm saying? Like there's a little bit of something to sell there. You know, it's a hard sell, no doubt about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, sponsors are looking for a return on their investment through. I mean, it's an advertising cost to them that helps racers out.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's part of our job as promoters is to also try to do what we can to help make sure that they get that return. Which, I mean, Jeff does a great job. I mean, got the best announcer in the biz.
But like you said, if you get a sponsor that has nothing to offer, nothing to gain out of the racing community, you don't take their money. You say, hey, come set up a booth. We're not going to charge you. If you make your money, you make your money. And then next year, if you want to come back, then we'll talk. Establish that relationship with them. That way, next year they feel good about handing you a couple $1,000.
Right.
Yep.
My opinion. I mean, if somebody wants to come throw $5,000 at me for nothing, then I'm going to take it. But whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, then you chop it up and you put it to good use across everything.
Well, you got to think, what are you going to get for it? Are you going to cash out now and then be screwed later, or you do want to do this race for the next 10 years? You know.
Well, you know, one thing you just said, Josh, I think that's a big deal. Or I mean, it's probably not that huge of a deal, but like Jamie's such a good announcer that if you have a big sponsor and they're attending your event, by the time they leave there, their head is so swelled up from him talking about their company that they want to pay the next year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even if it's something as little as that, you're making them feel important at the event. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. They're a big deal at the event, right?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. They're supposed to be. And then Jamie's real good. I mean, marketing, advertising, etc., pounding that name into somebody's head. So the next time they go to I need a transmission, a fucking RPM comes to mind because they heard it 30 times throughout the night at War in the Woods.
Yep.
He's very good at that.
Or, you're making flyers and sharing them on social media we made those quarter sheet flyers and I don't even know how many of those we passed out. I ordered 10,000 of them. I think we passed out about 6 or 7. And, sponsors on those, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
I think the big thing is the racers racers need to start being a little more particular about where they race. Like support the promoters that support the racers. You get what I'm saying? The people that are putting some effort in, you know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not above going to some little 12 car shootout or what, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to say that, but I'm just saying those promoters that are really putting the effort in to generate a big purse and put a quality event on, they need to be supported. The ones that aren't should not be supported. That's how I look at it. You want to fix the problem, you do it just like that.
Well, and pay attention, just because they're making I see certain guys, whether it's a big event, small event, whatever, that make a ton of social media posts, and then they travel around and do the whole shake the hands, kiss the baby thing. And then people drive from halfway across the country for a 20-car field. You know what I mean? Remember that shit. Like, well, I mean, sure, it was warm and fuzzy and all that, but, it was a bad investment.
Yep.
Well, it's not like that.
I didn't catch that.
I remember that too. It was like, that's why the party happened down at his trailer.
Down in the Soros.
He was single for the weekend. That's why everybody had the party at Jasper's trailer.
Well, that's confirmation. Jamie's not perfect.
He thought he was single after all the party and we were on Friday night. He thought he was single.
Well, maybe you got to add that to the racer profile sheet everybody fills out.
Yeah.
Marital status.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oopsie.
I joke.
But,
I kid.
But yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like do your research and then ask questions. Hey, I've been. If you're a racer, ask another racer. You've been to War in the Woods? Is that worth going to? Have you been to a D team event? Is that worth going to? Have you been to a rowdy event? Is that worth going to?
Yes.
Don't just take these promoters' words on it, man. And when somebody says, "Nah, man, that was something was shady there," I mean, listen to that.
Well, the thing is, I think, is us as promoters, when a promoter posts something sketchy, we're like, the hell's he talking about? But it sounds like a pipe dream to a racer,
Oh yeah, I know. Quit calling promoters that call people out assholes too. Just saying.
What's that?
I said, quit calling people who promoters who call shitty promoters out assholes. Just saying.
I'll call every promoter out if I don't like them. Shit.
I can't stand it when racers are patting them on the back. That's what makes me want to throw up.
The shitty promoters, yeah. Oh, great event, man! I'm glad I paid $2,000 for this race, and I ended up winning. I won $9,000 on a 35-car shootout.
Or you go to cut you get the purse, and it doesn't add up right.
Mm-hmm.
Not $1 sponsor money, and then the guy that won it, whoever that may be, is like, "What a great fucking event!" You know what I mean? I'm sitting there reading it like, "What a dumb dick."
Yeah, and the promoter 2 weeks later all of a sudden bought a 25-2 roller. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where'd you get that from?
On payments.
At Nutty Money Racing. Ooh.
Yeah, I agree with that. It is helpful for racers that plan on attending to share and help push the events too.
Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna take the time to travel to a race, promote the shit out of it and bring all your friends, more racers that you know. That way, because if you're taking your time, it's obviously worth something to you. So bring somebody else with you.
Absolutely.
You gotta be careful though, because some of those guys don't want people to know that they're coming. That's the other thing.
That's because they're pussies.
That's always been the gayest thing in the world to me. It's like, oh, I had so many dudes this summer. I'm going to come to your race, so I'm not going to lock in. How come? I want everybody to know I'm coming. I'm like, bro, your 900 horsepower small block is not that scary. Trust me.
Or how about the guys that say, I don't lock into races? I'm like, well, shit, it's going to be kind of tough to race at some of the biggest races in the country this year then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's always been
Yeah.
my big pet peeve. Is I had multiple people say, I'm just going to show up. I'm not going to lock in. I'm like, well, I can advertise a bigger payout with you guarantee your company. You know, sure it's $300 more, but if you're going to throw in 300, maybe I'll throw another 400 on top of it just to make it an even 15 or 16 grand. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's part, I went on my tirade Saturday about that. I mean, listen, everybody who races, didn't they get into this to compete against the best of the best and hopefully at some point become one of the best?
No.
So
no.
why
No.
be
Well,
like,
that's that we're past that. That's
Oh yeah,
beyond
those
that.
days are gone. That's why they got into it, but it's not why they're still there.
Now everybody wants you to say like them.
Yep.
No.
look, shit, listen, I'm about to be the biggest asshole because I don't care. I'm fuck that pussy shit. Let's just get it on.
I'm with you.
I'm going to win or I'm going to learn. That's the only two options.
That's the way
Well,
it
I
is.
guess
All
I
you
guess
can
I
do.
could do. I guess I could win, learn, or create carnage. I guess those are the three
All day.
honest options, But
I'd rather learn than stay home. You know.
absolutely, man, absolutely. Denise agrees. Jeff's right about supporting your good promoters, like supporting your local tracks from your racers, but building spectators is your bread and butter. It's your gate money. I mean, you got to have. I mean, you got to have the spectators for the promoters to be able to throw more money on the pot. That's where the money comes from. For the track, that's what keeps the tracks alive, and that's what makes everything happen for most events. 99% of the events.
Well, let's remember something though. You know what makes this all happen? You got to grow your event, and the way you get spectators is by putting on a kick-ass show. Okay, you can have every racer and his brother tell everybody there's a race going on this weekend, but what makes an event is the people leaving that event and going, I can't fucking wait to get back to the next one, and they go tell all 10 of their friends, and that's how your event grows. I mean, so the most important thing is you just got to have a quality event, and to have a quality event, you got to have gangster racers. You got to have a big purse, and this sounds horrible to say, but because when there's a big purse, people are racing like there's a big purse. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You get down to 8 cars for $30,000, somebody's liable to do some dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Plus, 9 times out of 10, think about when you buy something bad, you want to leave a bad review, and nobody leaves good reviews.
Yeah.
You want people that are going to leave you good reviews.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be, you know what? Like, Josh, we talked about this before. You know what I think? I mean, I think, and I'm not using War in the Woods. I don't think I'm nothing special, right? But something as simple as your PA system. I mean, I think that's a huge thing, like at War in the Woods. I mean, a PA system where people can actually hear, and because, you really got to make it more than just the drag. I feel like that's what makes War in the Woods. The atmosphere, the party atmosphere, the music, you know what I'm saying? It's more than a drag race in a way, I think. But
that's an event.
No. Yeah. I agree. It needs to be experienced. That's something I've learned over the years from you. And I'm going to really step it up for spectators as well. Not just, the racers and all that. We did that a little bit this last year, but we're really going to step that up too. In 23. And yeah, I mean, Rusty, sometimes it's about that supporting, coming out, supporting the track, the event, your fellow racers, and having some fun as well. And again, it's not like it's money wasted because you still get to go down the track. You can still get data and make adjustments and learn and test and tune between rounds. Most races to have that. So you still get a benefit out of it. And now a lot of people are doing second chance race more and more. So it's not just going out first round and going home either. What's up, Paul? There's a one.
Someone's clothes are done.
There's
Jeff.
a roll racer right there.
That's Jeff. Your clothes are done,
Sure.
Jeff.
My clothes?
No, they're mine.
I don't have none in there right now, bub.
That was
The
his,
Shermans don't mess around, man. They overcome adversity and they show up and show up and show up and you got a kick-ass program, man.
The other thing that sucks is too is say going back to people not posting like where they're going. If those guys did post where they were going, you have about 5 other fucking races stacked on top of you. So there goes half your fucking field going to some other race that you could have gone to the very next week for the exact same race. I mean, it's crazy that people are so afraid to line up beside somebody and let your fucking nuts hang.
well, it's not even that. Think about if you post where you're going, people that you don't even know that follow you. Like, I give any racer, for example, big or small, Billy, Gwyn, anybody, if they hear that they're going to a race, like, oh, we got to go watch that dude race. It's going to be a badass race if he's going,
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I totally disagree, Dan, with your TNT between rounds. That's
It can make or break you.
Yeah, that could
ruin the track.
Yeah, it actually has before on a couple of races that I've been to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Like after semis, just cut it.
Yep.
But at that point, again, so if you go to a shitty race where there's only like 12, 15 cars, yeah, I agree with you because you're only going to get 1 or 2 test and tune passes. But if you go to one of the better events in that, that's got 30, 40, 50 cars, you're going to go down a couple times.
Also, I'm not a big fan of letting, if you got an event on Saturday, don't open up Friday to test.
Yeah, no.
Because
absolutely
shit can happen.
Not. 100%.
Absolutely not.
Could lose a race that way.
You're just trying to get the gate. You're just trying to get gate. That's all you're getting.
That, and then you're also trying to get the street outlaw guys to come because they can't do shit without testing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. It's no.
Was that an at right there, Olympia? I heard that.
I said,
I mean, that's mostly. I mean, I don't think anybody in Ohio does that, or I mean, private track rental is a different thing, but I don't think anybody in Ohio or Indiana really does that, or Michigan.
I know people that have tried to do it, and they had to be told that you're an idiot, but no.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's not fair. We got a guy. We're in Ohio. It hasn't happened yet, but let's say somebody's coming all the way from California to Ohio, but they can't make it there till Saturday. That's fucked up. I want it as even level playing field for everybody as possible.
I think it's a dumb move as a promoter because of that reason right there. A lot of people can't get out of work on Friday. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I'll go race anywhere. I don't care who's there, right? I'm never going to duck a race because there's somebody fast there, even if I don't have a chance, right? But it's another thing to go and know you got to race against a guy that made 5 test hits the night before and you're off the trailer. I mean, that's just ignorant. You get what I'm saying? That ain't smart. That's just flushing your money down the toilet,
Absolutely.
Absolutely
agree. I absolutely agree. It's a bad deal. Even if it's, I know I've seen them where they start different places and all that shit, but I mean, whatever.
And it's 2023, people. I'll go ahead and come out and say it. Y'all can quote me on this shit.
Hold on. Because you have the floor, sir.
Airstrip racing isn't Mexico. It isn't street racing.
Made that status today.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he did.
Oh shit! All right. Well, all right. I'm backing his shit up.
I said just because you're airport don't mean you're street.
Okay. Yeah. So, and it's not Mexico, people, or Canada, or wherever you're at. It's not. It's not. And street racing at a track isn't street racing, or street cars at a track isn't street racing.
Yep.
There you have it. There you have it. All right, I can go to bed now.
You've been holding that one thing in all live feed, haven't you?
Let me get hold of this summit and then I'll go to bed.
Hey, what else needs to stop? I'm sure Jeff can agree with me the most on this because he does the War in the Woods. We post our event, right? We post all of our rules and all of our whatever, and then you get a message. Yeah, so I'm gonna come on a 30 by 15. That's allowed, right? No, 28, 10, 5. Oh, is that really a big deal? Yeah, it's in the rules. Okay, well, how much is the payout? It's this. Okay, well, what's the buy-in? This. Okay, can I use Venmo or Cash App? I don't have PayPal. No, it's PayPal only. Okay, well, how come? Well, because those are the fucking rules. That's why. All right. I'm so sick of that shit, dude. It's like,
yeah,
I get asked a stupid question. I just don't even respond to them. If you fucking can't read, I don't. If you can't read for one, you probably can't find a place for two.
That's it. 9 times out of 10, the guys asking.
Three, if you do find a place, you probably couldn't find a fucking start line. Fucking if somebody led you there.
Well, nine times out of 10, the guys asking, it's like, oh, what's your PayPal? Well, it's in the description. Those guys aren't coming anyways. They just want to be like, oh, I was gonna come, but you know, my sister's cousin had a baby that weekend, so I couldn't.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not waiting on racers anymore after the initial chip draw. After that, everybody just get assigned chips and hammer it the fuck out because it's always a catastrophe. Every racer knows how the shit works, and it's always some bullshit. And I know some motherfuckers do that shit on purpose. I don't know if it's an ego thing or what, but you could call them directly and text them directly or hit them in the group chat, and sometimes it's just whatever. So yeah, no. After the initial chip draw, keeps it rolling around here.
Yep.
And if you can't adapt the way Jeff started doing the chip draws, you're just wasting time by waiting on drivers to come draw their chip and this and that and the other. You're just shooting yourself. You're there. If you got 5 rounds, that's an extra 2 hours that you're going to be waiting. That's adding on to what at least waiting, adding on to your day of. So your 12-hour day just went to 14 to 15 hours because you got to do chip draw. You got to wait on drivers to get there.
Have you not seen our badass commercial, Denise? I rocked that shit. Rocked it.
Play it.
Man. I'm glad you. Ta-da!
I'd say that's a badass commercial other than that fucking that whatever that dude does and that starts them. I'm just saying, you know, stroking motherfuckers, light bulbs and shit, and
I'm logging off now. Bye.
you know.
Hey, we've been on here a long time for Chris not to get razzed. I knew it was coming.
I was waiting. All right, shit. You know, I mean, it's him and that other dude that has a seizure that before he bangs a light.
Don't you ever compare me to that.
I mean, both of them are having, you know, stroking contest.
Who's that?
I'm retired. I'm retired. I'm no longer flagging.
2023, name names. Who is it?
I forgot the dude's name. I don't even remember the dude's name.
I'm retired.
I think it's up East Coast. He's an East Coast guy. He's up there by you.
We don't claim him then.
Yeah, I mean, He's not down here because we don't allow that shit down here.
Yeah, we're getting ready to have a link up on our website, and where you just pay with a credit card.
Oh yeah, let's bang the light, dude. God damn, I forgot his name.
Oh, bang the, yeah, I know.
He actually, I think he is banging the light when yeah, I think he does bang the light before he flags it.
One of those right there.
He's banging the light, and Chris is stroking the light. Destria.
He's banging the light, thinking of Mork.
They're both of them waiting for a cum shot right in the face before they bang the light. That's their ejaculation is when they hit the light.
Look, Chris
Like-
just put his head down. He can't even deal anymore.
He's like bangs the light. And he's like, oh yeah.
Hey, how does he make it through 64 cars, 32 pairs like that? He's got to be exhausted.
Well, I know, but fuck, by the time he gets done, he done burned like 19,000 calories. I mean, shit.
Well, you see how fat I am. I gotta do something.
Shit.
Jesus.
But I hear the men's juice adds carbs, so or adds it's calories, so
High in protein.
yeah, it's a protein diet.
Yeah.
Strictly protein. Shake weight.
All I can think is
That needs to be a video.
I'm gonna put a light in the shake weight.
Oh my god.
That's how you start. That's how you learn to flag. He was jazzercising, and he was like, "Man, I got an idea."
I should get into street racing.
Advertising.
I guess is that what it's called? Fuck, I don't know. I haven't lifted a weight since I got out of high school, and that was fucking probably longer than he's been alive.
Same.
Has anybody sent Chris that shake weight thing? I know you've seen it, Limpy.
I have. I saw it on the South Park episode.
That's how he learned to flag.
Oh boy. That needs to be a meme. Somebody.
No, it does not.
Well, I heard a
Retired.
meme. I heard a meme. What do you want me to do here?
Retired.
That guy up there.
Our t-shirt and trucker hat for the best Chris Lane shake weight meme.
No.
By 9 p.m. tomorrow.
I'm
I'll have
logging out of Facebook right now. Hold on.
I'll have
I'll
that
make a
done
post.
before bed.
I'll make a post on the OGR page so you guys can
Wait.
submit them.
Hang on. Is Jim? Are you watching, Jim? If you are, say something in the chat.
Yeah, I'm
Here.
about to say, if Jim's on here, you're fucked, dude. You're fucked.
Jimbo in here?
That dude's bad. That dude.
Hey, Limpy, you remember what I told Easy Money when he was like 8 or 9 years old?
Pull that comment up, Josh. There you go. It's over with now.
Guala. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Jim, we need a Chris Lane shake weight flashlight meme. I need it on my desk.
I'm making the post on the OGR page now.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
It might have a reply before you even had hit send.
Okay, we're getting off the topic here. Let's get back onto the train track here. We've derailed and went off the fucking bank and down into the valley where Doc Holliday and everybody else is.
Where you learn to flag?
Yes.
Alley at Bourbon Street.
Oh God, help me!
Funny.
Oh boy, he sent me.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
What else we got?
Wait, hang on. Did Jim send you something, Limpy?
Yeah, I'm watching right now.
Oh, no.
Oh shit! I gotta send
That
this
boy-
to Josh. Maybe he can play it.
That boy's fast.
Oh, shit. Maybe I gotta download. I'll download it and I'll send it. Oh.
Hopefully your computer dies.
Oh shit!
All right, everyone. So here,
Where's Bad Juju at? Bad Juju, please shut down Limpy's computer, please. Thanks. Crash it. Something.
I think I know what's coming.
Oh, I just sent it to you, Josh.
all right.
Is it a shake weight meme?
No, it's a flagger.
Oh God.
And that's what I went over with earlier. It's just perfect. It's perfect.
Can you play it, Josh?
I'm watching it right now. If I raise my leg up like that, I'm gonna have a serious cramp and I'm gonna probably die.
Oh
I
shit!
figured either that or you might just squirt a little biscuit juice out of the back of it.
Where do we buy Chris that blue leotard at?
Oh my God.
No, please.
He'll have them on the Stripper Glare website here before the end of the night.
There you go.
By the end of the night.
Oh,
Let's see here. Copy link. All right, so here we go. Make a post on the OGR page. Let's see. So there's the link. Everybody, this YouTube and everybody else.
What happened? How much time? 2.5 minutes in?
So I don't know. I mean, I think we've talked some shit, which is normal, but I think we've brought up a lot of good points.
I do want to say that I'm glad that there's really right now there's no major we've worked together really well this year as far as keeping events on top of each other. I know Jeff knows this because obviously we go back and forth a lot on stuff like that, especially Happy too. And I mean, it's the first time in a while that something's been like that, especially for up here. So I'm kind of glad, we're all glad that everything is spread apart instead of being on top of each other this year.
Make it a large.
Well, the problem is it's just going to get worse because
yeah, I mean that's the beginning of the year. I mean everybody's already got their shit already lined out. I mean, like I said, one guy has 8 events from April to October, and one guy got like 15 races between April and November, and I'm like,
it's dumb. Man.
Good Lord!
All you're doing is killing yourself doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I want to do events that I want to go to these tracks that nobody goes to.
You're hurting your car count. You're hurting other people's car count. You're pissing other people off in the process.
Yeah. I mean the dates overlapping and all that shit. It's getting ready to come March, April when everybody else starts putting their dates out. It's gonna happen. But thanks, Adam, for the stars, buddy. But I mean, I just don't give a fuck. I'm gonna outwork anybody that puts a race on my date.
Oh, that's all I am. That's all I had to be last year. I had mine. There was mine in New York. There was one in North Carolina, one in Georgia, one in I think Detroit or something like that. Or no, it was Tennessee. So there was North Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee right on top of each other, and then mine. And then on the East Coast, you fight for those guys all the way down the coast. And luckily for me, it rained down south that whole week. So everybody that I could have came to mine. But imagine if it didn't. We all would have had, 12, 15 cars. We had to share 60, 70 racers amongst 4 tracks,
Yeah.
Well, the other thing I think's funny is some of these promoters, not naming any names, who here's an example. If there's another huge race, I'm going to call that promoter or something. I'm going to try not to schedule on top of them. I don't want to hurt my event or their event, right?
Exactly.
But some of these smaller races will go ahead and leave their date on top of yours, which is event suicide. It's just ignorant. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Why would you do that? That
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
make any sense. You know what I mean?
Or
I
these
mean, I
guys
would
that
have
already got
never
their.
scheduled. I would have never scheduled the first War in the Woods on top of Dig or Die.
Well, okay, so Jeff, imagine this. You're what? It's in Indiana, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine a guy in Ohio, Magnolia or Cincinnati, schedules a race the same weekend as yours, but he's a smaller guy. You're not going to schedule yours on top of that because you might get 5, 6, 7, 10 new racers at your event. When he can have his event, you can have yours a different weekend. It's like common courtesy, and these upcoming guys, they don't give a shit because they have $10,000 in sponsor money and they're only paying out $8,000 to begin with. So they're making hand over fist on this one time to kill themselves for the rest of their life, you know?
I mean, remember this too, like it is some of the bigger events that does. I mean, at the end of the day, the bigger events get their dates. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like I, you know, if I cap my small tire field at 64, I have 30 or 40 people on the alternate list. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to hurt my event, but I'm going to hurt your event. You get what I'm saying? So a little common sense goes a long way.
Yeah. So what? The bigger guy will always win. So why do it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's also like last year while we started the World Series and no preps, we could all work together, and you know, because now you're more of a communal thing where Indiana racers that don't necessarily come to Ohio or go to New York or Pennsylvania will now travel. So we can, instead of, listen, I'm not dealing with any shitheads promoters and you're not even allowed in the World Series, but this is for the legit dudes that care about the industry. So we can all help each other grow. We don't schedule on top of each other. When you're coming to Uncaged, I'm telling you about all the other races that are in the series after that you still need to go to. And I'm helping promote everybody else's races throughout the year, and everybody else is doing the same for everyone else. Because teamwork makes the dream work.
And I think we had last year we had that debacle where I was supposed to go to KD and all that shit happened.
Yeah.
And then I got talked into doing the event, and I got Happy. Me and Happy got going there, but it happened to be the same week. We didn't even know that was yours. That your event was going on in, or was it Muncie?
Yeah. It was the Friday. It was the Friday deal when we did
Yeah.
the 2. Well, it was going to be a 2-day, but
yeah. And so we ended up working together on that. Switching. You were doing small tire and hard tire one day, and then so we swapped it. We just swapped them out to where if somebody wanted to go to each one, then our days were separate, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm looking for.
Problem is nobody else would probably ever think about doing that. So that's somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yep. That's where, you know, you got a group of guys who care about each other and everybody wants to help each other succeed and the track succeed and not being selfish pricks.
Well, it's that keeping
Don't
it
care
alive.
about the whole community.
Like when Jeff's race in May got rained out last year, like Limpy and Happy could have easily put on a cash days in Kentucky prior to his race, but they chose not to. And then when his event got canceled, then they said, okay, let's keep this alive. Let's give these guys a place to go. And we all went down to Kentucky that weekend, right? And street race. You know?
Yeah, some I think were already traveling by then because, and you know, I mean, we give them something to.
I mean,
it might not have been War in the Woods, but it was still.
That was a good ass little deal.
Well, I mean, like me and Mike and Lure sat in Niagara Falls truck stop for a full day because we didn't want to go home. We're doing something. Oh, it's Detroit, Georgia, somewhere. Then Limpy called, was like, come to Kentucky. Okay, we'll be there. We literally I put in my address or my GPS, Kentucky. Let's just go. I'll text when we get close, you know?
Yep.
So all the promoters help promote the World Series because it benefits everybody is the idea. And I think we're going to have the list out here in the next couple of weeks that everybody participating.
I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to iron out details with my local track to get on board with that. So
it'd be a good time.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. And then this year was great. and the threat of rain killed the car count a little bit. We were on track to have a gangster ass race. Well, we still did, but it was getting ready to be super gangster. But
it really that really fucked me up. Uncaged really fucked me up.
And then my man Limpy.
I flew home and almost left the group chat.
Yeah. I
was in bad shape. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, I need to fucking get back. Jasper and them took me to the trailer, and I just fucking went in Happy's camper and just stayed there.
Yeah, I was.
Of course, I was 3 quarts low on oil, so
yeah,
that's what that doctor goes. You ain't got no your blood pressure low, and they said, "Oh hell!" They gave me 3 blood transfusions, and then they checked again, and it was normal. I said, "I was just 3 quarts low." We're good.
Yeah, that was horrible. When I walked over there, you look bad. Let's not do that again.
All right, boys. Well, I'm at 10% battery, so I'm gonna head off here.
You ain't got a charger? What's wrong with you?
I'm at the old lady's house right now.
Yeah,
what do you got? An iPhone?
That means the dishes need done.
Oh yeah.
Did she?
Yeah, it's your lie. You tell it any way you want to.
I'll send you a screenshot right now. I'm at 9% now.
Yeah, it was that good.
And another thing, people, if you're gonna be on live feeds, make sure your shit's fucking charged.
All right. You got an Android charger?
That goes. If you're gonna be on live, my battery's dead. Well,
for laptop. Oh yeah. Hold on, I'm not going anywhere. Hang on.
I knew it. I knew it would work. Okay.
Post tomorrow.
Post tomorrow. I wear my sunglasses at night. Corey Hart. I wear my sunglasses at night. It's gonna be a reel, or is in the stories.
Am I gonna what? Am I gonna hear it?
Better get the dishes done.
Whatever, Android for the win. I always have 0 problems with Android.
Don't hate on Android. Limpy will get on your shit.
Well, I mean, if
it's a proven winner, right?
If people, people with iPhones are the ones that they're the ones that do events. They stack events on top of other people.
You hear this, Nicole? I wish you could.
Not team players.
Yeah, they're not. Because they ain't got a smartphone. They ain't very smart.
Hey, I'm bummed out. I didn't make it to the pad.
Man,
looked like it was badass, huh?
It was badass. Man, it got that fog rolled in. It rolled in quick. I had the drone up, and it started. I lost the drone. I totally fucking lost that motherfucker. I had to fucking bring it back home, and I still couldn't find it. I mean, and it was only like 10 feet above my head before I fucking could see it.
Oh yeah, that looked crazy.
But yeah, I mean,
crazy how quick it rolled in, and then how you could hear the fucking surface was wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was so packed. If anybody's ever been out there, man, the parking out there pretty much sucks. But so if you ever come out there, either bring a golf cart or something. I had my scooter, but
I saw that shit was funny, motherfucker. that little Falcon is moving now. New motor, boy. Woo. But that pass, I don't. Did you ever hear what happened? Because that pass did not look like the first 2 passes that Joey made.
Looks like you left real soft.
It looked way slower than the first 2. Did you ever hear anything about that?
Nah, I didn't hear that. I mean, and Joey, he'll come up and tell you, hey man, if I didn't have nothing in it, I didn't have enough in it, or this and that and the other. But
yeah, it didn't.
And I didn't know that was the very first time Joey's ever been to the pad before.
He did a hell of a job the first 2 rounds.
Yep.
The thing was flying.
Oh no,
That
I wasn't
next-
fucking leaving. I learned last one. I was like, man, I left last time. I got shit done and went the day before, and then I came back and fuck, nobody fucking left. So I was like, well, fuck, nobody leaving yesterday. I ain't gonna leave today. And I was the last motherfucker to leave. They had their lights shined on the back. They were helping me with their lights so I could load all my shit in my car.
That's how you know when you're known internationally.
I was like, man,
Helps you load
this.
up.
Everybody's running, man. It looked like a Chinese fire drill, man. I was like, yeah, I'm going to let that people. If you ever been to a street race before and you get scared when the cops show up, maybe you shouldn't be out there.
Thank you, because you guys are usually the ones that get the tickets if they're giving them.
Yeah, or
You're the
y'all are
ones-
usually running into everybody or running over somebody because they got to fucking get out of there.
they all got
like I said, I'm
warrants.
the last motherfucker to leave if I have to. I'll take one for the fucking team. It wouldn't be the first time I've been in jail because of fucking street racing. Damn sure ain't gonna be the last.
Oh, it's going down.
Yeah, Billy came out of there like freaking bat out of hell.
Oh, he treated the shit out of him, and then they were like, oh, he jumped. I was like,
Yeah, I saw that on the live feed. I was waiting to see what happened, but watching the live feed, you can't tell me that. But yeah, Billy fucking rolled out. But that makes sense if he pedaled.
but I got to give it to I know all the guys that were still in it, and it could have been anybody's race. But man, Steve was fucking rolling now. Kraken, he was fucking rolling.
Yeah.
He's got that car on kill.
Did you piss Dean off today or something?
Oh boy.
Were you fucking with him extra hard? Because he'd been on you all live feed.
Yeah, he has. He just likes me. I would have been at the pad, Limpy, but I went to Costa Rica. Well, you guys are going to laugh. I thought the race was canceled for real. I was so out of the loop, and my phone wouldn't work in Costa Rica, so I pulled the motor out of Trey, and then I sold Trey Styles yesterday. So when I got back, I didn't have no motor, transmission, nothing. I couldn't race if I wanted to.
No shit. Well, so what happened? I fucking, as soon as you say, I got back, and then my shit fucking dropped. So what happened?
Oh, you didn't hear that?
No, I didn't. All I heard was I got back, and then I guess I lost connection.
Oh, well, before I went to Costa Rica, they said the race was canceled, right? And then I was busy as shit trying to get shit done in the shop to go to Costa Rica. And then when I was in Costa Rica, I paid for international shit. My phone wouldn't work where the fuck. And
iPhone.
So when I was gone, Big Dean pulled the motor out of Trey Styles and the transmission. And then I got home and I sold Trey Styles, and I didn't have no motor, nothing. I couldn't go racing.
You sold Trey Styles?
Yep. Just sold it yesterday, actually. The roller.
Bullshit.
What?
Yeah, I did, for real.
Look, go out in the shop. Take your phone out of the shop and let's see.
It's in the shop, but he's coming to get
okay.
it next weekend. He already paid a deposit on it.
Okay. I was like,
all right, boys, this charger ain't working. I'm still going down.
Yep. We'll see you, buddy.
Thanks for having me on.
She's up there with
Yeah,
no
brother.
motor in her.
Thanks for the input, brother.
I'll see
Appreciate
you.
you.
Guys soon.
I'll talk to you. Thanks.
later.
Hey, Limpy, peep this real quick, though.
My God.
Oh, yeah.
You got us a blacked out gangster over there.
What's that one gonna be?
You know what that is? That's the Vega.
Well, I know that. What are you gonna name it?
Doughboy.
Oh yeah. I know your theme there. I was wondering if it's
shit.
oh shit. Shots fired. Shots fired.
What'd you do? You pissed everybody off today?
Jeff was probably right about that. I got too many cars. I got to get rid of some of these cars. It's ridiculous.
That's when you know you got too much money.
I got no money because
all that Warrenwoods money. I mean, we went to Costa Rica. I mean, come on now.
Shit. Costa Rica cost $1,400.
I sent you a text, Jeff. I said, man, I said,
Hey.
you went on vacation and you come back to fucking, you're out on the tropical island and you come back and it's fucking like negative fucking 100 degrees outside.
Yeah, I
Really.
got your text like on Tuesday of this week.
I'm about to say you're probably fucking freezing your balls off coming from that different climate change.
Well, dude, I flew into Cedar Rapids. I left from Iowa, and when we got off the plane, well, here's the next thing. Listen to this. So I was supposed to be home on that Friday, and all that bad weather fucked the flights up. I got stuck in Atlanta for 24 hours.
Oh shit!
Like Christmas Eve, I ate a frozen burrito from a gas station.
Hell yeah!
Christmas Day, I had Waffle House, and then when we got back to Cedar Rapids, it was 30 below zero wind chill.
I thought on our diet we're not allowed to eat anything that tastes good. How the fuck
But
did
I
you go
was
to
either that or starved to fucking death. It was
you told me to
Eve.
starve.
What'd you say? Fasting is key.
Yeah.
Fasting is key.
See how he treats me, Lumpy? I need one, Adam. See how he treats me?
All I had that day was granola bars and one frozen burrito from the gas station. I don't think.
Holy shit, dude! I'm telling you,
you're probably fucking mad as shit. You probably burned all that fucking calories off that you had from the burrito because you're just fucking so upset.
I was upset. I was over it.
Hey, but quick for you racers that are on here, Jeff's trip to Costa Rica was free because he won World Series last year.
Yeah, so there you go.
Didn't cost him a penny.
Well, he got that guala.
The guala. Yeah. Hey, you know how you didn't a minute ago? I was going to tell you. You know, I said we were talking about Fist Pumper 5000 and all that, right? Remember, Limpy, what I told you about Easy Money when he was like 8 or 9 years old? I said, you know why that thing's got a head on it, don't you? And he looked at me like, no, why? And I go, so your hand doesn't slip off. And he looked at me like, no shit, really?
Oh shit!
Hey, Ezra got his first speeding ticket New Year's Eve night.
Oh boy!
Oh boy! How'd that go over?
Bet you now he's going to fucking just Uber eat shit, and so he don't go get shit now.
Yeah, probably.
Damn, was that his first ticket ever?
Yeah.
Oh boy, was he scared to death?
He didn't want to call me about it. You know, the cop was a dickhead. Gave him a ticket for going 54 and a 45. That's stupid.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, John, I remember that.
Was he Ubering? Because that was like the Uber ride I got from your house to the fucking convention center. Except it was like 75 and a fucking 35.
Yeah. I don't know how he was driving. Shit.
So yeah, I don't know. Anybody got any other ideas, thoughts?
I haven't come up with my list yet, just because I've been busy the last fucking month. And now I got time to I can figure shit out. But it is what it is.
All dates in America are free for you except August 5th. Can't do anything on that day. But you can be
I got you marked on my calendar. I got it marked on my calendar. So I don't.
You can be addicted to everybody else.
Hey now.
Yep. I got the girls. These girls are gonna jump me, like with fucking ball bats and shit. I got you guys. I promise. I got it working. I'm working it out.
Hey Josh,
some of the other places on board.
Julie says she wants to race this woman's class. Are you gonna allow her?
Dude. Did you tell him what about all that shit?
I don't think I have. I have to screenshot that.
Yeah. No, you said she wants to race the Nova.
Yeah. White Claw.
The name of the car is White Claw.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I have an outline in the World Series. So it's up to the it's an optional class for the promoters, but it's free. And then part of the money from the series goes into pay and get some trophies and stuff for you ladies. We're just going to try and keep it fun and educational this year, and then try to learn from that and build some sort of structure in the future years So just keep that in mind. It's probably going to be a tiny bit of a shit show, but a lot of fun. So,
it'll be fun, all right.
Those are the ones. Those are the ones right there that scare me the most. When they're like, "I'm not that mean." Ball bat, ball bat in the dark alley. Oh, Happy Gilmore check. That's it. No money. Okay, deal. $35.
Easy breezy.
Yeah. So, yep, ladies, we're working on it for you. I promise you. Anything else, guys?
Nope, all good.
I think we've about covered it all. Yeah.
You should.
Yeah.
Adam.
Oh,
You
yeah.
should. Do it. What's it
Yeah, we're all rich.
Yeah.
Secretly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look how long it's taken me to build my fucking Blazer. That's how much money you'll make racing, promoting races.
Yeah.
5 fucking years.
Yeah. Mine's a 20.
I don't even
Yeah.
have a car, so
Well, you haven't fist pump enough.
Yeah, you got to fist pump a little harder.
I know I suck at my job.
Hey, maybe you need to fist pump with both hands at the same time.
I'll send it to you, but you can't share it with anybody because it's not final yet. But pretty. I think we're pretty close to what's final. Mostly, like I said, it'd be based around fun. What's up with your car, Limpy? Any progress on it?
Yeah, it's still at Roberts. He's supposed to be doing the cold side and hot side and some other little odds and ends stuff. But the street car, it's just a street car, people.
People.
Just a
With
little
a hot side and a cold side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just one hot side, one cold side. Not
What are you
two.
doing? Tell everybody what you're building.
It's just a Mustang with the LS with single.
Oh shit!
Ain't nothing special. Ain't a little coin car. It's all it's gonna be. Because y'all know what this time of year is what drives me. What gives me wood is the no trailer stuff. No trailer stuff, man, is where it's at.
So that's what you're building, a no trailer car.
Yeah, I mean that's what
Fuck yeah.
That's what it is. That's what I just want to get. I want to get in this thing, pull it out of the driveway, and drive wherever I want to go. Have the old lady in the passenger seat, take her to dinner, and then come back and drop her off. Or if she wants to go racing, we're going racing.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's what it used to be, way back when. Majority of the people drove their stuff to the spot. So that's cool. That's what the Blazer's going to be too.
Yeah.
There'd be no trailer.
Eric, that exhaust probably going to exit out the fender. Is that a no? Oh, it's got to no. You got to have fire. You got to have. I don't give a shit about rules. I'm not going to track.
Yeah, that was part of our conversation Saturday with all everybody's crying about a couple of tracks that are doing no preps and they got rules that are outside of the norm. One of them is the street class can't have a fender exit exhaust. Who gives a fuck?
Oh yeah, or you can't have a cage. I've seen cars. You can't have a cage in it, I'm like,
yeah, that's the stupidest fucking rule in all of America. I would never tell anybody no safety equipment.
Yeah. Oh,
right.
Let me guess. No roll cage. You can race without belts, and you can make a pass with no helmet on too. Sure.
Yeah.
Get after it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why that's a thing in Florida, down south, man. The no cage thing. I don't get that.
It ain't this far down south.
Florida and Georgia and Alabama area. That's like
they all racing 392. That's what kind of credit score you got to have to get them kind of cars.
You ain't wrong.
Yeah, in your Crocs.
Yeah, in your Crocs, with no shirt on, muscle shirt,
cut off jean shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will never agree with no safety equipment. always safety. Which that's one thing at Uncaged this year. Anything over 500 horsepower has to have a diaper. They're on Amazon for $200. I don't care if you don't like it. Go somewhere else. Fucking $200 to be safe is not the end of the world. I don't want to hear that poor broke racer shit from people. It's $200. Put the fucking thing on.
Maybe we can get some diaper. Whoever makes them, Stroud or whoever, for donating some engine diapers to the winners of some of these races.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let me write that down.
Product. Good thing that Dean said. A good thing I only make $4.99. Then that's spring horsepower too. That's spring gate. That's gate pressure. What about what the budget? What
budget builder class at our NSO race? A lot of people seem to be liking it. I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Budget
You know what? I
builder.
don't even know sure what NSO means.
That was a neat class, to be honest.
No safety outlaws.
It was the cars, like the stuff that was in that class was just very basic. I mean, it was just basically like a Camaro with a LS in it, and it's got a turbo and it's a street car. That seemed like that's what that class was. But there was a lot of cars.
Kind of like my rules back in the day is tire size, VIN, steel roof, and steel quarters.
Yeah, it was very similar to that.
I mean,
there was like there was a little Nissan pickup truck that had an LS in it. Like it was very, you could tell like the cars were very, like they didn't like have high dollar shit on them. It was all budget shit. But it was a neat class. It was very competitive.
Yeah, it's nice. I do like that premise. Like Matt tried to do that here at Pacemakers. I think it just needed some refinement, but I do like the idea of a class like that.
Yeah.
They got a good thing going for that class. That'll be neat to see like how it continues from last year.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, listen. I'm just going to guess. I'm just going to use the Josh dynamometer and guess who's above 500 horsepower is pretty easy.
No, I like them races that, especially like when you go down to Texas 2K and they're all like, we got a 500 horsepower class. We got a 800 horsepower. We got 1,000, and this is for street racing. And I'm like, well, they got to bring a dyno sheet with them or something. It's up to date or something.
Racers don't lie.
Yeah, no, they would never lie. They would never try to cheat. They would never show up on a 29.5 and a 28 race
with the sidewall scraped off. That never happened.
You know, a guy that's been doing this a while just knows what the measurements are, what the tape measure. So,
yeah, you kind of can't blame them for trying. And they did get what they got away. I wonder how long they got away with that.
Yeah,
it wasn't that. They had to have gotten away with that before they got caught.
Well, most guys police themselves, especially on street stuff. I mean, I can look at a tire and tell if it's a fucking W or it's not a W. But it is.
Oh yeah, a racer will tell on another racer in a minute, for sure.
Yeah. Did y'all see what they're doing at Tom and M's doing at the Gut? They got like all these different classes, but the best part is they're gonna have a twerk contest.
Yeah, I seen that.
Get some DOF playing.
What's it pay?
Let the band play.
Let the band play.
Yeah. What's it pay? Because I'm slimming down, but the old rear.
The caboose
still pretty big.
Is that Chris?
I could probably get some clapping.
Can you help us out? Can you confirm that?
I wouldn't know.
Well, y'all live next door to each other.
I've been told I have a nice ass, so.
Jesus.
Josh, you told me he had a nice ass.
Somebody told me that.
Oh boy.
Who was it?
I
You
guess.
said Kenny. Who's Kenny?
What? Who?
You just said Kenny told you that. Who's Kenny?
No, I said somebody told me that. I'm not saying names.
I heard it. I heard Kenny.
I heard
Kenny
Kenny.
too.
You're hearing shit.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. I haven't lost any in my ass. Just my fucking face and arms and stomach. Thank
You
God.
still got the caboose, huh?
Yeah, still got the caboose. That's all right.
Doc, you got stretching a 10.5-inch tire on a 14-inch wheel. You still got the same contact patch to the ground.
It really doesn't add that much. I asked
I
a whole
mean,
bunch of people because
yeah,
I thought
I
about
mean,
doing that
I
on
mean,
a Blazer.
you can
It's
do
not
that. I mean, but it's
wild.
you ain't gonna get 3 inches of contact patch.
You got to remember too, you're making your tires shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody I talked to said at best you're going to really gain like 3/8, a half an inch, possibly.
But you're also going to lose. You're also going to lose about an inch of height on that too.
Right. And
An inch.
all the elasticity and
6 inches.
bounce and blah. Yeah.
Hey, every man's 6 inches is not 6 inches.
Bullshit. Woman, get out of here. This is grown man talk right here.
All right, fellas, I'm out of here. Nice bullshit.
Yeah. Appreciate the input, brother.
All right.
Love
you, brother.
Later.
Love you.
We'll talk to you.
Love you. Deuces.
Get that guala.
You know it. That's why I got to print some UPS labels right now.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh,
See you
boy.
guys.
All right, buddy. So, yeah. Well, I think we had a good talk, everyone.
You sure?
I feel good about it. Yeah. No, when you stretch it out, you lose some of the sidewall flex. But I mean, I've seen people make it work, so I can't say it doesn't work. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've also seen the tires come off the rim at the 500 foot mark and fuck the car up. So yeah. Well, you won't have to do it. Trust me, I'm not about the rules. They're very minimal. Well, I got to try this helmet, stopping at the helmet thing now. I've never,
You can't use too much conditioner. I'm just saying.
No, listen,
I ran off that thing.
Pro tip, never use conditioner. If you've used conditioner, you know that that's the truth. Never use conditioner.
I know. I've almost broke a wrist one time trying to do that in the shower.
Oh, my God.
Bad.
It doesn't rinse off, and then it stays
dang.
behind and dries everything out. And oh my God, it's horrible. It's horrible. You'll learn a multitude of things here. Listen, that's a former life thing. That's a jail pro tip. Don't use conditioner.
I've never had a problem jacking off it in jail. I always had somebody doing it for me.
My God.
I got so much shit to say, but I'll probably can't say it on the live feed to respond to that one. Oh, shit.
I had this guy doing it right here. Look at them lips right there.
I bet he has smooth ass hands. Go with that chest.
They do.
Oh.
He does.
So, and on that note, good night, everyone. Don't use conditioner for your for your guy or on your guy, ladies.
And if you do use conditioner, it don't take much. A little bit goes a long ways.
God.
And I mean a long way. So I'm talking about more than 6 inches.
Have a great week, everyone. We'll talk.